Technology and Livelihood Education 6 Under Home Economics. Prepared by yours truly, Ms. Mary Rose Arsendon. Our topic for today is all about allocation of budget for basic and social needs with the code PL6 HE-OV-3 and PL6 HE-OV-4. Learning competencies for allocate budget for basic and social needs such as food and clothing, shelter and education, social needs, social moral obligations like birthday, baptism, etc., family activities and school affairs, savings or emergency budget like health and house repair, prepares feasible and practical budget, manage family resources efficiently, and prioritizes needs over wants. Budget is the amount of money set aside for planned expenses. It is a plan specifying how much money will be spent or allocated during a particular period. Budgeting is related to the wise use of family resources. It is based on the system by which wages or salaries are received and how these are to be spent by itemizing the needs of the family and how much money is needed to meet such needs. Allocation of budget. The family budget may be differ from one size and composition, family values and standard of living. Some families spend more time on food, others on clothing, and still others on education. The values of the family influence its priorities. Factors to be considered in budgeting. Number 1 is the size and composition of the family. The more members there are in the family, the more food to serve on the table, the more expensive for the schooling, for their clothing, and for their other needs. Number 2 is family income. The higher the income of the family, the greater the amount that they can spend for their needs and wants. On the other hand, the smaller the income of the family, the more it needs to spend for what is most important needs. Number 3 is kind of work each family member does. Budget allocation is influenced by the nature of occupation of the head of the household, who is the main income earner, who has the responsibility of spending money and saving out of his income. Jobs or occupations have their benefits in some cases. Talent and abilities of every individual. Some talent and abilities of family members can be a means of family income, like a painter and an online seller. Number 5 were the family needs. In rural areas, more will be spent on food, but in urban areas, the expenditure is more on education, recreation, transportation, and accommodation. Com- Components or elements of a family budget. Food. We need to eat every day, so this gets the biggest share in the allocation of your family income. Example: groceries, raw and cooked food, staples, condiments, and spices. Next is clothing. Example of this is uniform, clothes, and accessories. Next is shelter. If not renting, includes taxes, repair, and maintenance. Education, tuition fees, books, daily food, transportation, allowance of the children. Household operations, things needed in the house, like beddings, curtains, furniture, and other paraphernalia to make family members comfortable. Utilities, like electricity, water and telephone bills, gas, and salaries of helpers. Health, the medical or dental care appointment and the medicines needed by the family. Recreation, this refers to the activities that provide relaxation and entertainment for the family. Example, family outings, outside dining, and watching movies. Saving, a separate amount of the money that's set aside for emergency purposes or allocated for something to be bought in the future. Here's an example of budgeting. As you can see, there are more percentage or higher percentage under food. Second is for housing or real estate. Third is for education. Fourth is for clothing and housekeeping. And fifth, we also have contingencies, savings, and utilities. And lastly is for recreation. Sample of monthly budget. We have here a monthly income of 25,000 pesos for family members of 4. We have here the item on the first column, the food, education, shelter, utilities, household operation, clothing, recreation, and saving. Next column is for the percentage of budget allocated. For food, we have here the 40%, education is 16%, shelter is for 15%, utilities is for 12%, household operation is 6%, clothing is 3%, recreation is 3%, and saving is 5%. For the third column, we have here the amount. Amount for food is 10,000, amount for education is 4,000, amount for shelter is 3,750, amount for utilities is 3,000, household operation is 1,500, clothing is 750, recreation is 750, saving is 1,250, for a total of 25,000 pesos. So, if we have a monthly income of 40,000 and our family members is composed of 5, how you're going to get the amount allocated for each item? For that, we have here our formula. Just multiply the income into the percentage of budget allocated, and you will get the difference of the amount of the item. And for you to get the percentage, just follow the formula. If you have 40,000, just write 40. 40 divided by 100 is equals to 0.4. For example, in allocation of food, we have 40,000 pesos as our monthly budget and we gave 4% for food. Therefore, 40% that is multiplied by 0.4, the answer or the amount for food for that month is equivalent to 16,000 pesos. And always remember, every member must also know the family income is budgeted. Through budgeting, the family members learn to spend money wisely, thus saving money which would be used for other family needs. Resources such as time, energy, and utilities are also used, well then income is budgeted. That will be all. Thank you for listening.